today I want to show you how to make the single crochet stitch. Of all the stitches, single crochet stitch is the one we use most when we make amigurumi, like this one. So let's get started. You will need a crochet hook and you will need some yarn. Now this is just a scrap piece of yarn I use for demonstration purposes. I usually use Hobbie's Baby Snuggle. I have already made a round shape. I have a tutorial on how to do the first bit of this round shape. You can use either a magic ring or a chain 2 method. I always use the chain 2 method, especially for plush yarn. Anyway, I'm going to show you a single crochet stitch. The way I hold my yarn, I wrap it around my pinky and I use my thumb and my index finger to hold on to my circle. Now I need to locate the next stitch that I'm going to be working in, and that's right here. You can see, I hope you can see, that each stitch sort of forms a little V. So those are the stitches from the previous round, and those are the ones that we need to be working into. It's really important, unless it says so otherwise in your pattern, you need to be working in both of these loops. So we have just one loop and then another one just behind it. In some patterns it will say that you are to work only in the front loop, that would be this one, or the back loop, that would be with this one. And I'm going to show you in a minute how that looks like. But for now we will be working in both loops, and that's just a regular single crochet stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch, both loops, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. You need to yarn over again and pull through both loops. Now you've made a single crochet stitch. Let's do it again. Insert your hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now you've made 2 single crochet stitches. Let's see if you can see the next stitch is right here. So you can see the little V here, and we'll be working in both loops. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So that's basically your single crochet stitch. Now I want to show you how to place your stitches in the front loop only. I will put on the screen what that would look like in your pattern. Now, as we saw before, a stitch consists of 2 loops. You can see them here, I hope. A back loop and a front loop. So if it says in your pattern to work in the front loop only, it's important that you only insert your hook under the front loop, like this. And then it's just like before, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. We can do another one. You can see the stitch. I'm going to insert under the front loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Sometimes when you do this, you do it because you need to use those other loops at a later stage in your pattern. If that's the case, I would strongly recommend, especially with this plush yarn, that you mark the back loops. So if I was to do that, I would grab a stitch marker. Could be this kind of stitch marker, any other kind of stitch marker, or even just a piece of yarn in a contrasting color. Now if I were to crochet in the front loop and knew that I would be going back and using the back loops for something else, I would take one of these small stitch markers, and before I even begun doing my single crochet stitch, I would place the stitch marker around the back loop. This way I can find it when I'm finished. You can just sort of pull it to the back and it won't be in the way. Under the front loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now you can see on the back side, on the wrong side of your work, you have your stitch marker marking one of the back loops. I find that if I just mark the first and the last one, I can sort of find my way. It's really difficult to see in this plush yarn. I did a couple of other stitches without marking them, but you can sort of see them here. But I find that it really helps me to mark the first one and then going all the way around the last one. Now I want to show you on this squid that these arms are worked in the front loop only, and then after I finish those, I'm going back and finding the back loops and continuing making this. So you can sort of add details to the front loops and then go back and make the body or whatever else in the back loops. So that's a good tip, to mark your back loop if you're only working in the front loops. Now you can do the opposite as well. You might be told to work in the back loops only, and the back loop is this one. So we had our little V, and this is our back loop. So if we're to work only in our back loop, we just insert a bit from the top actually, our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And here you can sort of see that you have the front loop right here that we didn't work in. If you want, you can absolutely mark this as well if you know that you will be working in it later. It'll be much easier to find. So in the back loop only, there you go. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. What this can do for you, especially working in the back loops, is sort of create, it could be a paw or a snout. It will sort of change direction of your work a bit more abruptly than just working increases and decreases. So single crochet stitch, the most used stitch in all of amigurumi, I think. Yeah, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. It's as simple as that. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe and follow. In order to be able to make amigurumis like this, you will also need to watch the video on how to make the chain 2 method or the magic ring, and how to increase and how to decrease. So I have tutorials on those as well. So have fun, and I'll see you next time.